And you can do it without writing anything down. You can remember everything. You can prevent yourself from being in the weeds. Once you've accomplished that kind of rhythm, I honestly feel you can do anything.
Ever picture a sitcom actress flipping the script and becoming one of Hollywood's biggest power players? That's not a fantasy, it's the Sandra Bullock story. With a career stretching across 4 decades, a shelf full of awards, and a jaw-dropping net worth of $250 million, Bullock has truly turned Hollywood into her playground. And yes, she's still going strong in her 60s, with the same charm that won hearts back in the 90s. Only now, her lifestyle includes beachfront homes, sleek sports cars, and donations the size of small nations' budgets. Let's roll the red carpet out and take a VIP tour of Sandra Bullock's glamorous life, from ballet slippers to box office gold. A star is born. Sandra Annette Bullock first graced this world on July 26, 1964, in Arlington, Virginia. Her mom, Helga, was a German opera singer with pipes that could probably shatter glass, and her dad, John, was a military man moonlighting as a vocal coach. With a household full of music and structure, young Sandra spent part of her childhood in Nuremberg, Germany, possibly learning early on that screaming in perfect pitch could be useful. As a kid, Sandra wasn't just bouncing around to pop music. She performed in her mother's opera productions. That's right, while most children were trying to sneak candy into their lunchboxes, little Sandy was belting it out in full costume. From East Carolina to the East Coast hustle, after catching the acting bug, Sandra headed to East Carolina University, where she dove into drama like it was a pool of opportunity, minus the chlorine. After graduation, she moved to New York City in 1987 with dreams as big as her determination. Like many hopefuls, she paid her dues with gigs waiting tables and bartending because what says future Oscar winner more than refilling someone's IPA while secretly rehearsing monologues? Her breakthrough didn't come overnight. In fact, it took 6 years of small TV and film roles before the universe finally threw her a bone, or a bus, as we'll see. Speed, the movie that put her in the fast lane. Cue the year 1994. Sandra landed the role of Annie Porter in Speed, where she drove a bus that could not drop below 50 miles per hour, a metaphor for her career ever since. Her chemistry with Keanu Reeves was so magnetic, it might have short-circuited some theater projectors. The film pulled in over $350 million worldwide, not bad for a movie that made public transportation seem exciting. America's sweetheart with a side of sass. Following her buzz-blasting success, Bullock cemented her status in the rom-com Hall of Fame with hits like Miss Congeniality, 2000, 2 Weeks' Notice, and The Proposal. Whether she was defusing bombs or pageant walking in heels, Sandra's mix of sincerity and snark made her incredibly relatable. By the early 2000s, she was dubbed America's sweetheart, a title usually reserved for pie or Labradors, but she wore it with the same ease she wore Coacher on red carpets. Oscar Gold and Razzie woes, all in a day's work. The year 2010 was pure cinema karma. Sandra won the Academy Award for Best Actress for her moving role in The Blind Side, where she played a fierce, kind-hearted Southern mama bear. The film made over $309 million globally and was basically the NFL draft meets Oprah. But wait, plot twist. That same year, she also won a Razzie for Worst Performance in All About Steve. Ever the good sport, Sandra attended the ceremony in person, humor in tow. She's among the elite few who can say they've won both the Best and Worst Actress awards in the same year. That's what we call range, folks. Personal turbulence and a new chapter. Around the time she was basking in Oscar glory, her marriage to Jess James publicly imploded due to, let's say, extramarital extracurriculars. Sandra filed for divorce and, showing the world what strength really looks like, adopted her son Louis as a single mother. Later, she adopted a daughter and built a family centered around love, not scandal. She once said, "When I'm away, I miss my kids like crazy. When I'm home, they drive me nuts." If that's not parenthood summed up in 20 words, we don't know what is. Real estate royalty. Sandra's success is not just cinematic, it's architectural. She owns over 17 properties, including a Victorian Gothic mansion in New Orleans, condos in Hollywood's posh Sierra Towers, and 2 stunning Malibu retreats. One of those beach houses, a cozy, 1,300 square foot beauty, set her back $5.3 million, which probably wouldn't even buy a decent broom closet in Lay these days. She's also had homes in Georgia, Beverly Hills, and possibly Narnia, for all we know. Her taste is impeccable, luxurious yet lived in, with lagoon pools, forest views, and interiors that scream, "I have both money and style." Her cars are as classy as her comebacks. Sandra Bullock's car collection is as stylish and sharp as her legendary comebacks, featuring an Audi A6 for sleek everyday drives, a Mercedes-Benz GL 550 when power meets practicality, a Land Rover that mirrors her rugged yet refined roles, and an Audi R8, a $140,000 powerhouse that says she's arrived and still craves the thrill. Simply put, her garage exudes more taste than most people manage in a lifetime. Simple skincare, wildly effective. While some celebs spend more time on their beauty regimen than we spend on our taxes, Sandra keeps it refreshingly simple. An 8-minute daily routine. Cleanse, moisturize, repeat. Her secret weapon? Hemorrhoid cream for eye puffiness. Weird? Yes. Effective? Apparently. Her golden rule: less is more, except on sunscreen, which she swears by. That, and not stressing over a wrinkle or two. As she might say, you can't cry over laugh lines. They are literally proof you had fun. Fitness routine. Sandra's workouts include kickboxing, cycling, Pilates, weight training, and dance, so basically, she's ready for a flash mob or a street fight at any moment. She follows the 80-20 rule, 80% healthy eating, 20% indulging. Once joking that chocolate ice cream is a drug she doesn't want to quit, Sandra speaks for all of us with sweet teeth and zero willpower. Philanthropy with purpose. Sandra Bullock's philanthropy reflects a deep compassion that matches her impressive career, with generous $1 million donations to the American Red Cross after 9/11, tsunami relief efforts in 2004, and Doctors Without Borders following the Haiti earthquake. Her giving isn't about headlines, it's a heartfelt commitment to humanity, delivered with grace and unwavering generosity. Love, loss, and strength. In 2015, Sandra met photographer Brian Randall, whom she later described as the love of my life. The two shared a deep, loving bond and parented their blended family together. Though never legally married, they reportedly exchanged vows in a private 2017 ceremony, dancing and laughing like something out of one of her rom-coms. Tragically, Brian passed away in 2023 after a long illness. Sandra, ever resilient, stepped back from acting to focus on her children and healing. As her friend Jennifer Aniston shared, Sandra remains strong, supported by her incredible circle of friends and family. Sandra's secret sauce: realness. From joking about self-gift wrapped presents to cherishing a childhood painting titled The Elephant and the Fire, Sandra's quirky, heartfelt personality shines through. Her most treasured photo: one of her mom in a bikini and sunglasses, a picture of elegance and strength that Sandra now channels daily. Queen of the screen and the soul, Sandra Bullock's story is proof that life does not need to go as planned to be extraordinary. She's turned heartbreak into growth, setbacks into comebacks, and fame into purpose. Whether on a high-speed bus, navigating personal loss, or wrangling toddlers with a smile, she remains one of Hollywood's most beloved icons. At 60, Sandra is not slowing down, she's just shifting gears. And who knows? Maybe the next chapter of her life will be her best one yet. And that's a wrap on the incredible life of Sandra Bullock. If you found yourself laughing, learning, or just falling in love with Sandy all over again, don't forget to smash that like. Got a favorite Sandra Bullock movie moment? Or maybe a quirky fact we missed? Drop it in the comments. We love hearing from you. Subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss a moment of fame.